Welcome back to Between Bells. After being halted by the coronavirus pandemic last year, the largest annual video game event in the world is back and totally reimagined. The all-virtual E3 event will bring together top players in the video gaming industry, taking place through June 12th through the 15th. And joining us now to discuss is one of the hosts of the event, Jacki Jing. Jacki, welcome to the show. Like we mentioned, this is totally virtual. Last year in 2019, E3 drew in over 63,000 attendees. That number is pretty incredible. How are you planning to achieve everyone gets that same E3 feel they're used to from those past in-person events?
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, it's going to have that E3 magic 100%. There's going to be so much gaming news, trailers dropping. We're going to see gameplay, press conferences, panels, showcases. I mean, it's just going to be E3 on a different level, and I'm super excited about it.
There's some major players here, Jacki. We're talking Nintendo, Microsoft, Xbox. The list goes on and on for this lineup. As a host for a virtual event especially, do you feel pressure to make this experience as cool and as awesome as it always has been? And how do you plan on doing that?
Oh my gosh, of course. Of course I feel pressure. I've been a gamer since I was a little girl, and E3 has just been the mecca. Like, we turn to this showcase to get the very latest. And of course, like, I want to do absolutely everything to make sure my fellow gamers are enjoying themselves and they absolutely love what we put on. I can tell you right now that the production team behind the scenes, like, they have been working long hours for weeks, honestly, like months. And the hosts, we have been studying, and we're just going to bring our A game. Like, we just want to make this the absolute best experience for everyone watching. So yeah, I feel pressure, but I'm so excited, and I just know how awesome it's going to be for everyone.
I have no doubt that you are going to absolutely kill it, Jacki. So this year's event will be split into two segments, which is interesting. One is beginning today for members of the media that can gain access to the show's portal. What can we all expect here?
Summer Game Fest is today. We officially start on June 12th through the 15th, and registration is free, which I don't know how much you know about E3, but before you went to the LA Convention Center and there was just tons of people, and getting access, it was hard sometimes, so now it's free, it's open to the public, and I think that's like the coolest part about this year is just the accessibility of it. So super excited. Mark your calendars, June 12th to June 15th. So yeah.
And I don't have to tell you, Jacki, the gaming industry has completely exploded in the last few years. Now kids can even major in this in college or take classes. Do you expect this industry to see this continued growth as we move forward?
Oh yeah. I mean, I started playing video games when I was like 6 or 7 years old on a Super Nintendo. And I can tell you right now that I never ever thought for a second that I would be hosting events about video games and about anime, and it's a reality now, and I just think it's just going to continue to grow. There are so many gamers from different walks of life, different ages, different genders, and it's amazing how much gaming is a part of our community now. And I just think it's going to continue to grow. And I love that I can talk about games with like someone who's like 8 years old, and then I can also vibe with my parents about it, So it's really awesome.
I have to ask you again, you're one of the hosts of this year's event. What game, Jacki, has had the biggest impact in your life?
Are we like of all time?
That's a hard one.
Okay.
Yeah, of all time. I know that's hard though.
Okay. So if people know this game, I'm going to be really surprised. It's going to age them undoubtedly. So my favorite game of all time is Illusion of Gaia. It was a Super Nintendo game, and my brother and I just played it repeatedly. And it's kind of funny because back then, the story had really heavy elements that I don't think like an 8 or 9 year old should have been exposed to. There was like a lot of death and tragedy and like really heavy stuff, but it actually formed me a lot. I think it made me the person that I am today, and also just so many cherished memories with my brother playing that. So yeah, that's definitely the one, but it's kind of like a niche game from a long time ago. So
I have to say that makes it even cooler. Thank you for being on, host of E3, Jacki Jing. Good luck. Again, you are going to kill it. We appreciate your time.